All right. Welcome to episode number 4 of This Week in Foolishness. Today I have Joe Penna.
Hey.
And Brenden Osika.
Hi.
And myself, Jake. Today we are going to talk about our best injuries, which is kind of like an oxymoron. Brendan's already getting a phone call.
Can we go back though?
Go back to what?
Did you just use my full?
I did.
He used his full name and my whole name.
Full government name.
And nobody. He didn't use his own full name, so everybody.
His last
Jake,
everyone.
Jake
I'm
Fisher.
I'm connected to
Fisher.
I'm connected to the Facebook page, and I used everyone's full name on the allegedly episode, so I might as well just start doing it.
Whoa, man.
No, who's gonna? What do you think? Someone's gonna come find you?
Hey man, you get popular
You're moving
enough.
soon anyway, so you're not gonna be able to find you.
And now you're telling them where they're going.
I know.
I said it's moving. I didn't say where.
Jesus.
It's going to Alaska. Calm down.
Yeah.
He's gonna be calling in. We're
All the way from Anchorage here.
yeah. Is that the only city you know?
That's a beautiful summer. Juneau. Oh. Showed this guy. Ah.
Okay. So, like I said, best, worst falls, whatever you want to call it. What's in front of this computer?
Like injuries or.
It's cramping my style here in my way.
You get kind of close to that candle. Why does it get closer to me? Don't give me fire.
I'm not. That's why. Oh, I have the lighter.
I have candle.
I have the lighter because Brendan, every week without fail, lights something on fire.
Candle is lit. Candle is near me.
Can you take it away from him and put it on the stove,
No,
please?
I'm just.
Can you take it and put it on the stove?
It's good. No, don't touch my candle!
Put it on the stove. I can't. Like, good thing he doesn't smoke, because why is my mother calling me? Are you gonna call too? Alright, I guess we'll just pause it. We'll be right back after these messages. There we go, we're back. Joe's eating pretzels. Or, peanuts.
Yeah, those are pretzels. Pretty good.
Alright, we had to take a short little intermission because everyone got a phone call and we were like, is something going on?
We're real important people.
Someone needed to be told that 600 Pound Life had a new season, and my mom was calling just to shoot the shit. Brendan owes money to someone that was calling.
Yeah, definitely collectors calling, bro.
Yeah. So, well, why don't we talk a little bit about what we're gonna do? We're going to, we're gonna do injuries today.
Injuries.
I know I got a bunch. I actually got a few more that I forgot about that I was told about today. I'm not doing all of these. These are gonna be segmented. That might actually be dead. We might
Like
be
my soul.
We might be doing it without it tonight. What do you got? You don't have to start telling, but what?
I just got a couple injuries.
Couple?
I got a couple of injury stories that I'm going off of here.
Brendan, it's dead.
I'm just looking at it. Relax.
It's dead.
You're dead to me.
Good. Take your silly little car and your silly little ball and leave.
What ball?
That was a joke.
Oh,
That was
okay.
from a movie. I was hoping you would have got what you didn't.
No, I didn't get the movie.
Which I'm really mad about. Because it's like the second best bowling movie ever. Kingpin.
Oh, I actually never seen it. I know of it.
Get out. No, really, get the fuck out.
Shame.
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 Joe's like, I didn't see it either, but I'm not going to tell him.
I seen it one time. Better than none.
I know it has to do with the, what are they called? Amish.
Yeah, that's a tiny little bit of it, but yeah.
Amish boy.
So why don't we get right into it? Who wants to go first?
How about you, Walter Glasses?
Oh, cool.
All right. I like when Joe goes first.
Joe.
Joe always is the good icebreaker.
No way. Yes.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Well, I guess my first story. I mean, I thought it was gonna be falls / injuries.
Whatever, it is.
So, it's going back to young Joey.
Little Joey.
Not too young. I was maybe a junior in high school. Younger Joe.
Still in his mother's pouch.
Yep. Still a Joey.
That was actually alright. That was a good
Still a
one.
Joey. Even a blind squirrel gets a nut sometimes.
Yeah.
And, my one buddy that I met when I moved to the Williamsville, the rich part of town.
Don't want to tell people where I live.
That was back in the day, man. I'm slumming it now. But anyway, my buddy that lived next door, he ended up moving to Clarence. So he wanted to go to a...
It's even richer.
Yeah, exactly. He wanted to go to a basketball game. But as soon as he moved to Clarence, he got really into the drinking. Into drugs.
Uh-oh.
Oh, them drugs.
And, in Clarence, they have the money to do all that.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course they do.
So,
She knows the good stuff.
Williamsville, not so much,
Did you hang up my egg beater? All right, hold on. I'm sorry, Joe. We have to pause your story because I need to address something that happened today before the podcast.
This is amazing.
So I went to go have dinner with a friend, and I left my door unlocked, so Brenden and Joe could get in case I wasn't here by the time I told everyone to meet. I show up 12 minutes late. I'm assuming when Brenden texted me at 5:30, he was actually standing at my door wondering if it was unlocked.
I was.
Why did you just test it?
Because I didn't want to get out of my car yet.
Oh my god. So anyway, he texted me. He's like, did you leave it unlocked like you said you were going to? Yes, I did. I come home 12 after 6. 12 minutes after the hour. Joe and Brenden are here, and the first thing I noticed is Brenden had done all of my dirty dishes. And they were like a week. They were there like maybe... No,
that was not a week. That
2
was
weeks.
more than a week.
2 weeks.
There was mold growing on these dishes.
2 weeks.
It was disgusting.
2 weeks of dishes.
2 weeks of
Listen.
dishes.
I've been here the past couple days just to chill, and I just keep walking by them, and it gets to me, man. It just gets under my skin. I had to do it. I'd be the worst cat burglar ever.
I know.
I'd go into a house, break into someone's house,
And then tidy it up.
and
then
clean it.
And then
And
wouldn't
then
end up...
forget what you came in
Yeah.
there for.
He wouldn't even end up coming for anything.
He just leaves.
Fucking...
Clean the house, leave. Didn't steal anything.
That's gonna be the next movie of what's the
Home Alone?
Mary Poppins. That's gonna be the next Mary Poppins. She's a cat burglar and she just breaks in and just tidies up.
Oh, man.
Oh my, this will never do.
Yeah. Fuck. All right, I had to stop your story for that because I keep looking at it. He hung up my egg beater next to the fucking.
It was in the way of the cups. I didn't want the cups to fall, so I moved it. I didn't know what it was, so I just kind of put it there.
He also lit a candle, so it really.
Oh yeah,
set-
he lit a
set the
candle
mood.
too in my house. Like I was coming home to a husband. Like
Dear
it
Lord.
was
No,
weird.
No. You're coming
Listen,
home
man.
to a wife.
Listen, I'm sorry. I like to have my shit clean.
It's
Most
my
ladies-
shit!
I understand that. All right, yeah, it is your shit. I understand.
Are you dying?
He is just a little bit.
I forgot to address that our fourth is she is dead, and therefore she's also fired. But when she comes back, we'll rehire her. So she'll be back next week.
You're fired.
Yeah.
You're fired.
She died, and then we fired her because she died. But Nicole will be back next week. She's just not feeling well. So, Joe, you have
Joe's not feeling
beer
well
and you
either.
have pop. Take a drink of one of them.
I tried.
You tried.
He's
Joe's
choking on
gonna be
those nuts.
fired next because he's about to die.
choking on those nuts.
Oh, what a silly podcast it is.
What is wrong with you?
I was laughing that he hung up your egg beater. And then
I'm-
we called him your
You want
wife.
to throw out my dead microwave when you leave?
No.
He'll do my dishes, but the man won't take out my microwave, Joe.
Jake has a really nice setup here. He has a working microwave on top of a broke microwave.
No, the broken microwave's under.
Oh,
no.
sorry.
The
Sorry.
working microwave's underneath.
He has a broke microwave on top of a working microwave with a new wave on top.
Yes. I just learned last week I can't use the new wave and the microwave at the same time. It blows the circuit. And then I gotta get the code and go downstairs and unlock the door and go into the basement.
It's a hassle.
Sounds
Yeah.
like a lot of work.
It is.
So that's why the dishes were dirty for 3 weeks.
Story solved.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You think you can continue your story? Or
I'm gonna be a grown man and just fight through this.
What is wrong with you?
The nuts?
It just
Are you allergic to peanuts?
He might be.
Maybe.
And you're just shoveling peanuts in your face?
We're gonna have to go to Mercy real quick.
We ain't going to Mercy. You're going to Mercy.
You're gonna make me
You
drive.
drive yourself.
It's 3 miles down the road.
I'm freaking dying.
Joe, I can put you on my bicycle and just push you, and you'll be there.
Oh man. Anyway,
All right, yes, back to your friend.
back to my friend.
Drunk.
So he was really big into drinking after he moved to Clarence. So we're gonna go to a basketball game in my high school, his former high school. So first things first, he early in the day, it's December, so he
that'll help.
Well,
It's December, so it's snow outside. He
Yeah.
went into his backyard, very large backyard in Clarence, no fences. So he's about 5-6 houses down from the main road to come into the neighborhood. And that main road, you can see all their backyards. So earlier that day,
I'm literally witnessing one of my best friends die in front of me while telling the story. I don't know.
Every 4 words.
I can't concentrate on the story because he's literally dying in front of me. Do we need to take another break so Joe can survive?
I got this.
Are you sure?
this.
I got this.
Okay.
Anyway, earlier in the day when his dad wasn't home, he went into the backyard and stuck a bottle of liquor in the snow
Okay.
to hide it. And as we pick him up, as he's in the house distracting his dad and his grandmother, I'm running through the yards to get this bottle. So it's dark. I'm running. He puts it next to this bush. So I notice it's icy.
Got bush booze.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bush booze.
Bush-
Best booze. So I'm running. I'm noticing it's icy. As I'm running to the bottle, I fall.
Oh.
Slipped right on my ass, but my leg goes behind.
Oh!
I land on my ankle, right? So luckily, at that point,
It's like how Gate broke her ankle.
at that point, I didn't hurt myself. Okay.
Not yet.
So
Oh, it gets
I
worse.
keep running, dumbass. I get the bottle. So I go sprinting back through the same area where I just fell. I fall again. The same way.
Same spot.
I hear pop.
Oh.
I go to get up on my ankle. I can't put weight on my ankle. I saved the bottle. Bottle's
Is
fine.
the bottle good?
The bottle's fine.
Well, you'll be drinking that bottle.
So as I'm trying to crawl back to this car with this bottle of liquor, I cannot put weight on my ankle.
And like, how old were you at this point?
No, 16, 15,
Okay.
15, 16.
Can
I'm listening.
can we help you?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Those collectors are calling back again.
Yeah. Those damn loan sharks, man.
So we go to this game, and I have to hop all through through the gym here. I could never explain why to my parents why I hurt my ankle.
Why wouldn't you have just said,
I
"Oh, I
slipped on
slipped
ice."
on
Yeah.
Because I was 15 years old.
Exactly. I knew that was the answer. 'Cause,
Now,
like, that's
I'm like,
exactly
yeah.
what any of my answers were of like why I couldn't.
Let's
tell the
make up
truth.
this elaborate story on why I fell and I hurt my ankle. Obviously, I got out of the car and there was ice.
Yeah.
Slip.
Yeah.
Hurt
Easy.
my ankle. So now, till this day, when it rains, my ankle hurts.
What?
What, man?
You just your ankle's weatherman now?
Yeah, man.
I thought
It
I
hurts
was.
every
I got
time
it
it
wrong
rains.
the other day.
You what?
I thought I was. I got it wrong the other day.
Oh.
Fucking 20
This
degrees.
guy tells me the other day. He's like, what was it? It was Monday. He stopped over, whatever, or I don't know, whatever. It was because we went Tuesday, right? Yeah, yesterday.
It was yesterday.
So he told me Monday. It must have been when I was working or something. I called him. He's like, oh man, it's gonna be like 60 degrees on Tuesday. I'm like, oh cool, let's go down to the lake and we'll take some like photos of the waves and stuff. We get down there, it's fucking 20 degrees.
And windy.
And windy as fuck.
Bad decision.
It was horrible, Joe.
It was worse.
Well,
This is Mr.
mean,
this is Mr.
listen,
Meteorology.
I'm just going off-
He is the dude who
it
like
was going off an app.
Yeah.
no,
I read the app.
okay, he's an app, but then he has like a Doppler fucking
It doesn't
thing
tell
on
you
his
temperatures.
computer.
It just tells you if shit's coming in over on the radar.
It shows high and low pressure, which then you can tell what the temperature's gonna be like.
It was a high pressure storm.
Well, the
that
fact
came
of the matter
through.
is he's not a weaverman. He can't tell from the high and low pressure.
No,
I mean,
he's
the
going
high
off
pressure
an app.
usually is
He's-
warmer.
a wannabe weatherman. It's
Okay.
close
I'm
to.
trying to defend you. Stop talking.
I
You
do my
can't. You
research,
can't
sadly.
defend that.
So Joe's
So-
ankle tells the weather.
It does.
No, Joe's ankle just tells when it's gonna rain.
Yeah, when it rains.
Is it gonna rain?
No.
Oh,
Okay, I'm just wondering.
I might take the Mustang out tomorrow.
jeez.
I don't know about that.
Every time he takes.
Why not?
Salt, man, road salt. We live in
there's-
Buffalo.
There's
It's gonna
no
melt that
fucking
car.
even salt on the ground.
There's definitely salt.
It's
on the ground.
rained for 5
No,
fucking days.
There's definitely salt. There's residual salt. It takes like a month of rain to clean that shit up.
Yes, residual salt. I will take it to fucking Delta Sonic before I park it.
Through the convertible top, that doesn't work.
No, it works. It just
Oh,
leaks
okay.
a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I took my car through Delta Sonic once. They had T-tops, and I found out very
Yeah, that's because those are
quickly,
T-tops.
very quickly that it
Like,
leaked.
every T-tops leak.
It's like in the middle of a married couple right now. So cute.
Yeah.
I'll
You two are so cute together.
I'll go next. Seeing Joe, are you done with your story? That was it?
I
Just
gotta
the
get
ankle story?
like a something you need to hold when you tell a bad story, or it's just a plain shit ending that didn't
one's-
end up funny.
No, last week was a fluke. This one's actually pretty funny. You'll laugh at my expense. There's two of these that happened in the same location.
You said this happened last week.
No, what?
You
I didn't
did
say
you
that.
not just say this happened last week?
No, there's two of these.
There's two of these that happened in the same location.
Before that, I could swear it just happened last week. But okay,
No.
whatever.
All right. So when I was little, I used to go camping a lot, and one of the places we used to go every summer was Spragbrook Park. It's out in Cleveland.
I know where Sprague's is.
So I went to this
Where
place
is
a
it?
lot. I went to this place a lot, so I was very familiar with the area. Now, on the one site that we used to get,
Familiar, because I already know this story's gonna go
familiar,
somewhere.
not familiar. Okay, I'm very familiar with the area. I've gone there a lot every summer. So one of the sites we used to
I
get.
swear to God, if this story goes to I got lost,
No,
I'm
I
going
didn't
to
get lost.
fucking
I don't get
lose
lost
it.
here.
I will find something
Very,
in this house
very
to make you
familiar
wear.
with it.
I will find something in this house to make you wear when it turns out to be what it is. You're gonna wear the knight's helmet if this story
Oh.
turns out to be bad.
Dude, every
Or
time
if
I
this
look at that
story-
thing, I want to wear it. So I'm just.
It's heavy as fuck and it's too small for my head, so it's not gonna fit your giant head.
I don't have that big of a head. But okay.
She said.
The one camp that we used to sit at was on top of a hill.
Yeah.
And it was a very steep hill where I used to ride my bike down, try to go as fast as I can. So
Okay.
on and so forth. The one time I went down this hill, I'm picking up speed. I'm pedaling, standing on the bike, pedaling, picking up speed. I'm going quick as well for a fucking 11-year-old.
I'm literally just picturing.
You're picturing,
picturing
exactly
him- I'm
what you're
picturing him
picturing.
right now.
No, I'm
And you're
literally
exactly-
picturing him just like same build, just like a TV miniature size of like an 11-year-old miniature size of.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like an 11-year-old body with his head right now.
It's pretty much what I look like. So.
Like Captain America, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This tiny little body.
That's exactly what.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I mean I was always big, so it's not really.
Okay,
tiny.
so maybe,
So
maybe
I'm
it's
riding-
the reverse. Tiny little head, giant body.
Yeah, there you go.
He looks like,
Like a
He
Goomba.
looks like fat
Fucking
Beetlejuice.
Goomba.
Fat Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Riding down this hill, picking up speed, and there's a couple little potholes on the hill. Usually I know where they are and avoid them. This year I didn't go down the hill prior to me just going full speed down this thing, and there was a much bigger pothole directly in the middle of the road. I hit said pothole.
Is it bad that I'm like, this story isn't, like, the story's already done, but I'm, like, hoping it's a choose your own adventure, and Brenden, like, skims his face on the ground or something, because that's what I'm hoping for.
Well, hit said pothole. Bike flips over. Now I'm going pretty quick, so I don't just stop when I hit the ground. Like I'm over the handlebars. I slide like 10 to 15 feet on this tarmac. Whole side of my arm, face,
Blacktop
shoulder.
for anyone else who
What-
needs to know
doesn't
what
know what tarmac is. Are you fucking really? Whatever.
I had no clue what the fuck tarmac.
You don't know what tarmac? Oh my god.
Not a lot of people who don't race don't know what tarmac
Oh my
is.
god. So, entire arm, shoulder, face, like the side of my body, like it all skimmed right across this concrete. I got people running from their campsites like, oh my god, I saw everything! Like, are you okay?
Your button on your arm didn't help you?
No, that didn't do everything. If
The
anybody,
fuck is that?
You haven't noticed that yet?
you haven't known
That's
that?
what they
Okay.
call the Osika action button.
Yeah. You touch it and I punch you in the face.
Or a
so-
staph infection?
No.
No, it's lymphoma.
Lymphoma?
Or no,
Lymphoma?
not lymphoma.
Lipoma?
Oh my god, you have a lymphoma?
No, I don't have lymphoma. It's a lipoma.
Lipoma. It's a,
And I've had it since I was like real little.
it's a
So.
big fatty cyst.
Yeah.
Man, we can get that taken out right now.
I know, it's an
Yeah, where's that? Where's that knife you had?
Yeah,
I had
knife.
everything. I had all the knives. When I
Why
did
would
your
you do
dishes.
that?
He washed them. He
I
washed
washed
all
your
the
knives.
Oh, there's one over there.
Some of your dishes had so much mold on them, he had to throw
Yeah.
them away.
So yeah, and in fact, after that accident, we didn't go anywhere. We still camped, so I just kind of like sat there in pain for the rest of the weekend.
So you just sat there like in your little
Like,
hammock chair. and
The
you're just
whole
like,
like my whole side of everything is just scab bloody and
Did
shit.
your mom put like old fucking?
Oh, you know what it was?
old remedy shit
somebody
on you?
was like, I had iron or fucking like alcohol or something. Oh, it burned like fuck. Yeah, we had something.
You could've put-
We didn't have it
You could have
personally.
put anything on that and it would have burnt like
Well,
fuck.
we didn't have it.
You
We
got
had
some
someone
weird-
else from a campsite ran up. Is like, I got some medical stuff. And it was like,
You got
Oh,
some weird
man, it was
old guy,
fucking
weird old guy from the camp next door. Like, yeah, I got the best thing for it. You pee in a little bit of dirt, right? You make it pee mud, and you just rub it in every cut.
just,
I was gonna go with like an old gypsy came over with Windex and sprayed it on him. It was like,
hey man, to begin with, the urine thing, urine's sanitary, so that, you know,
So it might have worked.
it might have worked.
It worked.
The second half of this was maybe a little older, maybe like 13, 14, but still in the same campsite. And this, in the middle of the one section we used to camp in, there was a big pond and then a playground.
Yeah.
And in the middle, like right next to the playground, there's like these 5 giant pine trees where you could walk in the center of them, and there was like just a space. Now, me being the senior camper, like, yeah, I come here all the time. I've come here since I was a baby. You know, I'm had to act a little. Oh man,
Fucking not even 1 year old, unzippering tents.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
Climbing
oh, shit.
trees,
Dude, my
fucking
parents would wake up
riding
every morning
deer,
and find me in the
fucking
fire pit.
2
Every
years old,
fucking
he's
morning.
fucking cruising out there
Every
hiking
morning,
trails.
every morning, my parents would find me in the fire pit. I would just play in the soot for some reason. Don't ask why.
Why couldn't he have been playing in the fire pit when
Well,
it was
it was
on
lit,
fire? Fuck
So
it.
in this center of the pine trees, you know, we always just went in there because it was the cool kid spot and all that shit.
It was where the
So
it was
there
all
was
the drunk
some-
adults pissed.
There was some little kids there. They were in the trees, and you know, me and my cousin and everybody, we all walked in like, oh hey, yeah, you know, we come here all the time, blah blah blah. This is our, you know, the hangout. And there was what looked like a old soccer ball in the tree, and just to be the smart ass I was at the time, I don't know why I did this, but I did. I'm like, oh my god, this thing's still here, and I go to touch it. It wasn't a soccer ball.
So you're fucking
No shit.
It was not. It was
So-
not.
So he goes.
It was a
he's-
massive.
So he's trying to be cool. And he's like, "Oh, this thing's still here."
Yeah.
And he thought it was a soccer
Mhm.
ball. I already know what
It
it is.
was-
I wasn't even there.
Let me see if there's anything in here that can really determine the
can't
size.
see.
Oh, I know.
what
I'm
it-
trying to explain to you two how big this thing
Why
was.
don't you use your
Big-
hands?
Bigger than my head. It was
Use
like
your
this
hands.
big.
Holy shit, then that was big.
It was like that big. It was sitting right like eye level in the tree, and it was a giant hornet's nest. And I went to touch it, and bad things happened. Very bad.
Explain, because
Well-
this is the good part.
Have you-
This is like you're actually getting to a good story. I need to hear the rest of
Well,
this.
Have you ever seen the movie My Girl?
No.
What? The kid dies after getting stung with bad bees?
No. All right. So go on.
Okay, so hornets pour out of this fucking thing. Everyone's screaming because we're all stuck in this like little tree fort area. So we're all screaming, running around. I'm swatting fucking hornets. I managed to only get stung
They
once.
call that the Hornet Dome. One men enter, only bees leave.
I only got stung once on
Is
my
that what
arm.
that lump
No,
is?
it's not.
filled.
Where
It's
that lump
filled
is.
with hornets.
It might have been on this arm, but
It's filled with hornets.
dude, you do not know how many fucking hornets came out of that fucking thing.
Oh,
There was-
I do, because I have a tag-on story for this. It wasn't actually on my list, but I'll tell
okay.
it right
So
after.
you're
this.
gonna okay. Luckily, I got out with only one sting. My cousins got out with no stings, but the kids that were in there, sadly, got a lot more because they didn't know how to react. I just went darting out.
Don't know how
swatting.
to react.
Well, I mean, like, they're little kids.
Run!
They're like, run, bitch,
Run!
run!
Yeah, run.
They were little kids, and I got them stung quite a few
So their
times.
dad came and
They
beat
didn't
the
die.
shit out of
Nobody
you
died.
later?
Nobody had anaphylactic shock. But yeah, thank God. It
You
was
have anaphylactic shock.
It was bad. Those little kids about screaming. Yeah, I only got out with one, but
Joe's over here having anaphylactic shock. So I got a similar one that wasn't on my list that'll tag onto that.
all right.
My mom and I used to go up to her friend's house up in Holland.
Okay.
And we'd have big fires, whatever. They had a big corner property.
Right.
So we went across the street and we're grabbing firewood, and her husband grabs like a big dead log and like lifts it up. Big nest of ground bees come up, and like at first I'm like, oh shit, it's all like, because it was summertime. I'm like, oh shit, they're all horseflies. No, I would have taken horseflies.
You wish.
I wish they were horseflies. So it's me, my mom's friend's husband, and their niece, and their niece and I are like the same age.
Yeah.
So we're gathered. So we have like arms of bundles of wood, and all of a sudden these bees just come flying at us.
Not the bees! Not the bees!
Jake knocks the girl to the ground.
No.
Like, get her!
No. We all
Throws
book.
his kid into a
We all
clown.
book, but like, so her husband's name is Jamie, and her niece's name is Ashley. Jamie and I get stung. Like, if I remember, like, I was stung like 50 or 60 times because they were pulling them out of me.
Oh man!
Pulling them out of me and pulling them out of him,
You used
too.
mud for that.
We just went inside and they were taking credit cards, just whipping them off, because that's like the best way to do it. So we're sitting there, we're just like, ugh. We're not even complaining. We're just like, God damn. Ashley got stung on the finger. That was it. One on the finger. She's like, oh my god, my finger! Ah! And we're here with like 40.
Lucky
50
you
stinging-
You didn't have an allergic reaction, because
Ever since that, anytime I get stung by a bee, doesn't matter if it's a wasp, hornet, anything, I swell up horribly now.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense, because once you have that much venom in your body, kind of.
I even like if I touch a bumblebee, like he crawls across me, it like wherever he touched me, it'll.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Why are you
That's
touching
weird.
bumblebees?
Because they're
I
cute.
No, I used to do deck work, and I was like laying down on the deck taping around the house to put paper up for staining it, and I put my hand down on a bumblebee. He didn't sting me. There was no stinger, and I just pulled my hand back up. It just. Just fucking.
I got one more addition to your addition.
Okay.
This happened in the same place, camping site.
Don't
This
you think?
did-
Don't
this
don't
didn't
you
happen to me,
think?
You
though.
should stop
Hold on.
going there.
Yeah. Don't you think?
All right.
Stop going.
This one didn't happen to me. I witnessed this one. So there was a father and a little kid, maybe 2
I
years
didn't know
old.
that was your real one or your fake one.
2 years old, maybe. They were at the edge of the pond fishing,
Yeah.
and I guess the little kid stepped on an underground beehive, and I just witnessed this swarm, this cloud come up. Now the little kid doesn't know what to do. He's 2 years old. He's just standing there like flipping out. The father's like has to run in and grab him, but the kid got stung like 20 times before they could fucking move him. Like I'm just watching this swarm attack him. So yeah, that's pretty scary. I never went to the edge of that lake
You
again.
stood there and did nothing.
What am I gonna do? I was on the other side of the pond. I just watched
I
it.
guess we'll move in with the bee stories. When my dad moved into his house, just down the block over here,
Yeah.
big ground bee nest in the front yard. And so he takes a bunch of gasoline and oil and just mixes it up. No, pours it down and then lights it, and then like lets it burn for a little bit, and then he capped it off with a bunch of dirt. Well, there were at that time there was 4 of us. It was my 2 step siblings,
Yeah.
me and my sister. So like my dad's like, I'm not just gonna let ground bees live in the front yard.
Again, they're ground bees.
Yeah.
I don't really have any bee stories. I just try to stay away from them.
Yeah.
Typically, I do.
I just they stay in their own zone. I stay in my zone.
Stay
I
in
want
their
nothing
own
to
zone.
do with them.
Let's see. I got a couple here. Do we want to hear how I tore my knee up? Or
Like your multiple CLs.
yeah, but that has like it's a multi-pike story because I fucked up the knee, went to rehab, and then
Did it again.
and then did it again.
Just
All
like
right,
the
so I'll start with that one.
the
first.
eye.
That's because
Just like the eye
Jake
story.
was trying to be athletic.
No.
is the problem.
No, I was in good shape back then. So this was my
debatable.
This was the summer after my sophomore year. why are you cracking peanuts into the microphone?
For the record, he was talking to Brenden.
Yeah. The summer after my sophomore year,
Right.
we are playing backyard two-hand touch football. Bunch of kids from school, from what?
Fucking two-hand.
You got injured on a non-contact injury.
Because it turned to contact real quick. So we're playing. I'm playing quarterback, so I decided to just like I know. I QB. I go to QB sneak it. I'm running into the end zone,
Oh yeah.
and our friend at the time, Brett Jans, just jumps on my back to try and tackle me, and I'm like, I'm just gonna carry his ass in there into the end zone. Ground's like a little muddy. It probably rained a few days earlier. It's not like where you're sinking in or like slipping at all. But with his added weight, when I'm walking in, I caught like a patch of mud, and my left leg just goes
Oh.
like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
That
it
hurts just
basically,
looking at it.
like Willis McGahee it, if anyone knows what that looks
Oh
like.
yeah.
Oh.
But instead of it fully forward, it was forward and to the left.
Oh.
It was like over here. Like that. It was just like...
It was a right angle.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm like screaming in pain, and my dad and my next door neighbor's father like carry me downstairs. We go to the doctor's the next day.
How do you get upstairs?
Or
How'd you
downstairs.
get upstairs?
This was the backyard. I live in the basement.
Oh, they're carrying you in one house.
Oh,
yeah,
they
in the
carried
house.
you in the
Yeah, they
house.
carried me in
Okay.
the house
All right.
downstairs. So, like my dad's like, "Oh, you'll be fine." Blah blah blah. Whatever.
What?
Like next morning, because he thought I just like twisted it or whatever. He didn't know like
Did he
what
not
happened.
see that?
No, because it snaps back.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not just like physically stuck. Like
That's
that
what I
forever.
was
No.
thinking.
It was a broken bone, yes.
Okay.
But no, it snapped back and was like, you know. So I went, and like they're like, oh, you know, you'll go to school tomorrow, whatever. I get up in the morning, I can't bend it at all. It like
I would assume
if
it
this
swelled
was
up.
my knee, it was like I could bend it like that.
I would assume
Like,
it swelled up like crazy.
Not really.
Really?
Yeah, it was the next morning, so swelling was there, went down, whatever. So he's like, all right, we'll go to the doctors. Go to the doctors, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna send you for an MRI and some X-rays. X-rays came back fine. The MRI, they're like, they're like, no, no.
Oh, they were laughing too.
Yeah, they were like, you're screwed.
Oh, this is gonna cost you so much money.
I don't even know what it cost me, and I don't even want to ask my dad. I tore my MCL, my ACL, and my PCL. Like, that's all game-changing NFL.
Yeah, career-ending
Career-ending.
CLs.
Yeah.
Maybe in the 70s.
No, just early 2000s. If you tore your ACL or your PCL,
No way.
you're not coming back.
You're coming back.
No.
Stronger than ever.
No.
What was that fucking movie, The Comebacks? Yeah, ACL tear.
No.
Never seen that movie?
No. So, I go through like 8 months of physical therapy. Finally good, whatever. I'm able to do sports again.
And you tried?
No, actually I didn't. This was
Oh, okay.
this was years later. I graduated high school, you know, all fun and games, whatever. We were having a party somewhere. We were playing beer pong. And yeah, listen to this. This is great. This is great. So we're playing beer pong, and we're using like just cups filled with water, and just use your cup. You drink your cup. And someone like went to make a swat because it was on a bounce. Water all over the floor or whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'm up, whatever. And I go to make a play to like swat, and I like come around the table to swat, slip right in the water. Same thing. Just it wasn't as bad. I didn't go to the doctors, whatever. I just like wrapped it up for a couple days and like, but oh dude, I'm laying there on the ground. I'm like, oh, and everyone's like, what the fuck just happened? Like Fisher's
Did he get poked in the eye again?
Fisher's on the ground, like, and like I can't remember what I had fallen in. I think there was like an old car seat or a booster seat on the ground, like, because it was in like someone's basement. And I'm just like sitting in this like car seat, like it's like so everyone just kept bringing me beers, and I was just sitting there chugging beers.
Have another one.
Yeah.
Put some ice on.
There's like an add-on to that as well.
When it happened again.
No, I didn't do it again. But this one was when I worked at Strikers. I told you if my boss ever found out what I had done when I worked there, he would never let me back in the establishment today. So like one night we're closing and whatever, and Ted's like, I told you that Ted's super athletic, good at everything, whatever he does.
Yeah, no one likes him.
So he's doing like box jumps like on top of the
What?
on top.
What the
What?
fuck?
He's doing box jumps onto the pool table.
Oh,
And
please
then-
tell me you tried.
No. So I got up and I was gonna jump from like the basketball game to the pool table, and it wasn't far. It was probably like from the edge of this table to the stove. Like that was it. Nothing big.
Okay.
Like in a bowling alley, like they cornstarch the approaches so you can slip. I had cornstarch all over my shoes, so I slip as I'm going to jump, and I don't make it. Like one foot just grabs the edge of the pool table, and both knees just go right onto the pool table. And I'm like trying to grab on, and Ted's just looking at me and laughing, and I just kind of like fall back because my knees just got blasted on the edge of a pool table. I was full blown, and at that point I was probably like 260, 270, just fucking ate it on the edge of the pool table.
Damn.
Right?
That sounds like it'd be good. Listen, I'm a big guy. I know exactly what that would feel like.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, we're back after our short intermission. Joe's still coughing. Brendan's still sucking.
What the hell?
So we'll loop back around to Joe. Joe, you can tell your story.
My story.
That was too soon.
It's about a little boy on a Razor scooter.
Ooh, Razor boys.
Razor boys, man. We were so cool. Remember how cool Razors were?
I had a mongoose razor.
That wasn't
I had a
even cool.
mongoose. I know. I had
That
a
wasn't
mongoose.
Never.
cool, man.
Never ever owned a razor.
You would break it.
Did you did you own any scooter or just
No.
Oh, see, I had a mongoose one and then I had a razor one.
I had a
Yeah.
bicycle.
Oh, the Razors were the way to go, man.
Yeah,
That was one
they were like
time.
full metal. That's how I broke. That's how I broke mine. Mine was like, it was like part plastic, part metal, and like it was super nice and like lightweight and whatever. And like I did like I was trying to do like one of the like tricks where you like and then you like swing it around, snapped it.
Man.
I had a bike that was stolen out of a locked garage while I was camping one weekend.
Yo,
Stop going camping!
Apparently bad things happen.
Now I'm really glad I didn't take him camping when I went to the Adirondacks
Something
2 summers ago.
You would have died.
Yeah.
Everything would have gotten stolen or someone would have died.
No shit, man. I don't know how it would have happened, but like a scorpion would have fell in your fucking in sleeping bag and
I
got you.
remember the one night Pat and I woke up in the middle of the night and there was like either like squirrels or raccoons running around us underneath our hammocks, and we're like, "What do we do about that?" And he was like, "I don't know." He's like, "Let's just hope they're not there when we get up in the
Let it
morning."
be, man. They're fine. They're not hurting nobody.
Yeah.
Not hurting nobody. And the Razor scooters, man, you hit one pebble.
Oh
It's-
no! I
it's
never had
over.
that issue.
No?
No, that was more of like a skateboard thing. If I hit a pebble, because the skateboard wheels were flat.
That's
you
one
had
thing
like
I could never
rollerblade
do,
wheels
man,
on
is skateboard,
Oh, I
bro.
could skateboard.
I could never skateboard.
You could probably longboard better than actual skateboarding. Because a longboarding, you're just cruising, just like surfing.
I feel like it was just a balance thing. I couldn't.
Oh, I
I don't
don't.
know,
I
man.
don't got good balance. I know that. what was with that eyebrow raise?
I don't know, maybe because you're 90% top heavy. Your center of gravity is at your nipples.
Come on. Holy shit. Anyway,
Am I good at ripping on him or what?
Yeah.
I know he's not coming to my
You're
way.
just a fucking bully. You just bully him.
Everyone loves bullies until they bully you.
No, it's great. I love it. I really don't care. I think it's
Oh,
hilarious.
God, everything's like irritating my head today. Like I have a headache that won't go away. Oh. I gotta take like everything off.
Oh man. Stop
Just getting
taking it
naked.
off.
I'm getting
Stop.
naked!
Stop. We're going streaking.
Nicole doesn't show up once. I'm naked in the podcast.
She's dead, man, right?
Razor scooter.
Razor scooter.
Yeah, Razor
Razor
scooter. Something everyone but Brenden had in their childhood.
I've ridden one. I just never owned one.
But he got his bike stolen.
yeah,
From
out of a locked garage.
At camp.
I never had anything stolen as a kid like that.
Me neither.
Steve did though. He left his Haro in his front lawn and someone
But
stole
we were
it.
always the Brown family in the
So everyone
neighborhood.
everyone hid him from you?
Yeah, everyone thought it was us stealing it. Yeah, so they didn't steal from us.
Little Joey sneaking up like the Grinch with like bolt cutters, taking on bikes.
So I'm on my Razor scooter. I'm riding up and down the street. All my buddies, they couldn't come out to play that day. I was probably like, I don't know, 12, maybe 11. But there was a whole bunch of these little girlies sitting on the church steps at the end of the street, right? Oh, man.
Devout Christians.
And I'm like, hey,
If any male heterosexual knows when there's girls out and you're riding some sort of contraption, you're going to do something stupid.
yeah, man. Yeah. I'm like, you know what, Joe? Let's show these girls what you can do.
Oh, God.
So, me, I thought it was sweet, you know?
Age range again?
Like 11.
Okay.
And these girls were probably like, I don't know, 15. So they probably thought I was a loser just from riding the scooter. But, you know, I'm doing my little spin. I'll kick the back out, spin. I didn't hit my shin, though. So I was way too good for that. Way too good for that. And the one thing I took pride in was my wheelie skills with my scooter. It wasn't very easy to do a wheelie with a scooter, man.
No, it wasn't.
To really pop in and ride it, you know what I mean? So I'm waiting until I get like right near him, so I can really show him the skill here.
I'm sorry. I gotta cut in on this because he's over here like, oh, really? Like, what? And I'm waiting for him to be like, dude, when I was 3, I was popping fucking wheelies on my BMX bike.
Ollieing all over the place, man.
No.
Fucking nose grinds at 4 years old.
I'm gonna just put that to rest right now. I was bad at everything I did as a kid.
You're bad at everything you do as an adult.
Except for unlocking doors.
Except for unlocking doors. The only thing I was good
You
at.
seem like one of those kids
Too
that
bad you
used
can't
to try
unlock
like.
girls' chastity belts.
I bet you he had like friggin' rollerblades that you could grind with and shit.
No,
he looks like that. Type
No,
of
he
guy.
had the ones that you strapped onto your shoes, and then they went from
Oh,
they went from roller skates to roller
to rollerblades, man. Fisher Price ones.
I've never seen those.
No.
Nice, man. Well, I'm riding up on these girlies. I really wanted to show them what I can do. So I'm picking up speed. Prime speed for a wheelie. Prime. So they look at me. I'm like, oh,
attention's got.
it's going down. So I get up close. I pop my wheelie. Feels like an eternity.
It's because you were already floating.
Dude, I was like, man, this is long, and I just feel myself just going more back, further back and further back. I hit that street so hard. The wheel, the scooter, like popped up. The handle hit me in the chin.
Ooh!
Then
Did you
I had
get
this.
Did
you
you
know
get a
how?
nice like teeth clack on that?
No.
Oh,
it's
you got
the chin.
lucky.
But then you know how it's heavy at the bottom, so
Oh.
I had to stop it. It started to come down at my face, so I had to stop.
You
it.
almost got guillotined by.
You know, and they made these Razor scooters out of some good steel, man. Some
Yeah.
good stuff. I would have died if that hit me in the head.
Oh, I don't know if you would have died, but
I
you
was,
probably would
I
have
was
lost some
beheaded
teeth.
by a Razor scooter.
I
You're at the pearly gates like, hi, I got beheaded by a Razor scooter. They're like, get the fuck out of here.
Like,
Don't worry, we'll glue that back on.
you know when you fall and it hurts, but you don't want to be embarrassed, so you get right back up and you act like
Yes.
you didn't hurt.
You're like,
Yes.
I couldn't even do that. It hurt so bad.
You didn't do.
I wanted to get up.
You didn't do the like the
Your
laugh.
pride was not
as you're on your
strong.
back. You're just on your back. You're like.
just the laugh, which goes right into a cry.
Yeah.
Like my mind was telling me to get up. My body was like, "You just can't do it right now, bro." And a car stops.
Oh, God, there's a car
And
behind
they're like, window down. You okay, kid?
And then
And they just
all
don't
I
even wait
hear,
for an answer.
all I hear is the girls like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" Then a couple of them are laughing. So it really hurts my pride and my feelings.
Honestly, man, you got the sympathy card on that one.
I feel like if I really would have showed them the wheelie I could do, I really could have pulled one of those girlies, man. But it just wasn't my day. I packed my bags, I took my ball, and I went home. And it was pretty embarrassing, but the falls, I'm pretty good at what I do, so I don't really fall that much.
Joe, you hurt your knee at work pulling a cart.
It was actually a pallet, so fuck off. It was heavy.
It was heavy.
Going off a fall story. This one is a shorty.
He's like going
Wait,
off.
is this an add-on or is this your story?
Not anything to do with a scooter. No, this is add-on. This
Okay,
is,
because I got an add-on.
because
Every
I have
add-on.
an actual
You're
story.
going off a fall story.
But
Yeah.
my
this
favorite season.
So this
Yeah.
this one was weird because I don't know how this happened, but how are we? It's somewhere around here. There's a little playground. It's got like a short-ish slide, and then there's a really tall slide. Both my sisters
Most
were
playground.
yeah. Both my sisters were cheerleaders at the time. These were those steel slides. And, I just went while they were cheering or whatever because my mom took us there.
I think
I'm
you're
at
thinking of the same thing I'm thinking
I'm
of.
at the top of this slide. I'm about to go down this slide. I had been 8 years
I
old.
hope this goes the way I hope.
8
I
years
want it
old,
to.
about to go down this slide. And I, again, don't know how. But I went from top of the slide to the ground.
All right, this didn't go how I wanted it
Me
to go.
neither.
I was
What were
hoping,
you
I was
thinking?
hoping this went. I went down, my shorts slid up, my thighs caught, and I did like a somersault down the slide. That's what I was hoping for.
No. I
Wait,
went from
wait. When
very
you
top of
asked
the
me,
slide.
are we thinking the same thing? And I said, yeah. I was thinking, after he said both my sisters were cheerleaders, I was thinking him as a cheerleader.
No, it wasn't that. Thank
Just
God.
a male cheerleader.
He would have been a male cheerleader.
Are you right?
Yeah. Look at him.
But yeah, no, so I went from the top of this slide to the bottom of the slide, like on the ground, fucking belly flopped it, fucking wind knocked out of me.
So you're just like,
Yeah, I fucking don't know how it happened though. I have no recollection of me going.
He's
Like,
up there.
I wasn't
shaking,
looking over
like,
the edge.
It's too high.
No, like I don't know how I wasn't looking over the edge. I was just gonna go down the slide, and somehow I went over the side of the slide. And fucking end up on the
My
ground.
name's Brenden.
Fucking.
I don't go down slides. I go over the side.
over the side of the slide.
That's offensive.
It is offensive, but it was okay. So I got one to add on. Instead of skateboarding, or instead of razors, I was skateboarding. So I was doing like a mock-up drop-in. So you like grab it and you like jump on it, and then like just start going. I like threw it up, put my feet on it, and I came down like still angled like this.
And
then,
I tore my ACL.
no. This isn't a tear my ACL story. Those are done. So the back wheels hit, and it like kicks out and flies out from underneath me,
Oh,
and I just
good stuff.
straight back, boom, like hockey player, like just on the ice, head just dunk dunk,
Oh.
and I'm just like, oh, I probably had a concussion.
Yeah, concussionable.
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 I mean, he's the one that doesn't remember falling off the slide.
I
So
know.
maybe he had a concussion.
Listen,
I know.
I can't explain how it happened.
Um,
just did.
Yeah, so, I just remember jumping up and put my feet on the boards, and the next thing I know, my head's bouncing off the ground. And we're on, like, street blacktop. Just
Sounded like
no
me as a
give.
baby.
Yeah. Next thing I know.
Next thing.
Next thing you know, I woke up.
Yeah. So what's your next story, Brenden?
All right, my next story involves a golf club,
Golf club.
and let me think of the age.
Does it have anything to do with why your face looks like that?
No.
Oh, all right.
I feel like you're
No.
too young to be.
No,
in
but
a
it is
golf
why I
club.
have scars on.
Oh, wait,
my
how
head.
old were you?
Um,
I missed. Did he say it?
No,
no,
I said
it
I
was
feel
it was
like
elementary school. I want to say I was in 4th grade, maybe.
too young to be handling a golf.
So
That's not true.
can't remember how old
My
I
grandpa
was.
cut a 7-iron down
I
for
said
me.
him.
My grandpa cut a 7-iron down for me when I was like 7 years
10.
old, so I
9
could
or
hit,
10.
so I could hit rotten apples in the field. With them.
Oh.
So 9 or 10 years old. My best friend lived across the street from me, and I used to go walk across the street, hang out with him all the time. We used to just do shit, like play games, all kinds of stuff. He was playing golf.
Called the hot dog
Yeah, clearly
doctor.
he was playing golf,
Tummy sticks.
and
Stinks.
I was standing a little too close, just a little too close, and he was winding up. And I didn't think I was that close.
I like where
listen,
this is going.
I didn't think I was that close, but apparently I was.
You were in his
When
personal
that-
space.
When that well, see, he didn't know I was standing
He's
right
like
there.
this fuck won't stop coming over my house Maybe if I hit him with a golf club, he won't come back.
He didn't know I was standing right there. See, I didn't know he was swinging.
Didn't know he was
and
standing.
he didn't know I was standing right next to him. So he's swinging, and I'm not looking at him, and he just goes, 4! Goes to hit his ball on the backswing. The club decks me right here in the head. You can actually see the scar. There's a bald spot. Decks me in the head, tears my scalp
Joe,
open.
is that what happened to you?
Yeah.
Why do you got a bald spot?
Tears my head open. And I stand there just shocked for a minute. So
I'm sorry, we're talking over.
Go ahead.
Well, you can literally just turn that back on me. At least your head's like shaved. Mine's still. I'm getting there.
You're going for that old man look.
No, I cut it. You see, I trimmed it.
He's gonna grow
Listen,
a skullet.
First of all, at least the kid said 4.
At least he said 4. That's what every kid yelled when they hit a golf ball when they're that age.
Yeah.
Common courtesy. Golf etiquette.
If that's the case, Joe, every hit I take at a golf course, I should say 4.
Golf etiquette, sir.
Okay, so he didn't know you were that close.
He didn't know I was that close. He swung his car on his his club. On the backswing, gets me in the head. Now I'm standing there. I'm kind of like, ow. Like that's all I said was ow at first. Put my hand to my head. Pull my hand down, completely covered in blood. At this point, 9-year-old Brendan's
My
going.
could have been covered in brains.
And it wasn't
They
his
weren't
time
there.
of the month.
And it wasn't his time.
And that's
At
when
this
Brendan
point-
found out he was a girl.
Yes, 9-year-old
That's
Brendan.
when Brendan found out he was Brenda.
9-year-old Brendan
His head
starts
vagina
screaming.
started bleeding.
Absolutely screaming. 9-year-old Brendan is screaming at the top of his lungs because all I see is blood. And now it's dripping from my head, and I'm flipping out. My buddy Brian's mom comes outside, starts flipping out. Oh my God! My mom runs from across the street. Like, it was all crazy and shit. I got rushed to the emergency room. Last thing I remember
His
seeing...
mom runs across the street. Let me tell you about this pyramid scheme I just found out.
We just try to lock him in the house, but he unlocks all the doors.
So, I guess what happened... So, I walked up to their house door, which was a concrete step. And
I just realized we can't do this podcast without Brendan because then we have no one to make fun of.
of course. I'm the scapegoat in this podcast.
You're the scapegoat. You're the one we just point all of our anger of ourselves at.
There you go. That's alright, I can take it. I guess, blood got all over their concrete and everything, and I guess when I was leaving, Brian's sitting there crying with a little sponge cleaning up the blood on the concrete. He's like, I'm so sorry! He's just
Why don't
crying.
you use a hose?
Because he's
Well,
8. I don't know.
Concrete's also porous and it soaks into it really well.
So, yeah, he's cleaning up the blood because he thought he killed me or something, and he's just wiping up the blood.
As little Brendan's crying on the concrete. You're spraying him.
Well, no, I was in the car once. Yeah.
You're
I had to get staples in my head to get the.
I
wound
gotta
shut.
have Brandon on to tell on the episode where we do drunk stories because he's got a good one like that. Go on, my buddy Brandon.
Oh yeah. So I had to get multiple staples in my head, get the wound shut because it tore my scalp open, and
Really, where'd the blood come from?
I don't know. Maybe.
Obviously, it tore your scalp open if you're bleeding.
Listen. Anywho, the moral of the story is don't stand too close to a person with a golf club because they might not know you're
Did
there.
you hear that knowledge that he just passed on to us?
That was very important knowledge. You should understand.
Don't stand too close to a golf club, Joe.
You mean you're not right next to him in the tee box?
Joe and I are attached to the hip in the tee box.
Clearly. More
I
attached
like
to
to
the
stand behind him and help
Yeah.
him swing.
Yep.
Stay in this fluid.
He shows me
motion.
his flashlight.
We're like a
high beams.
we're like a pendulum together.
Oh, I'm glad we're at our point in the friendship where we can joke about being gay. I didn't know when we were gonna get there, but I'm glad we did.
Now, that's not the last injury story. I got one more injury story.
All right.
You
well-
get injured a lot, bro.
Yes, I do. Very. Are you writing these down?
No, these are mine. All right, so I got a couple. I'll start with go with the topic of action sports, bike riding, scooters.
It's always ends bad.
So
X Games.
X Games stuff. So I had like
one time I hurt my thumb while I was playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
like Coleco thumb playing Mario.
It was serious.
No, I've never had an injury from playing video games.
My friend took a controller to the head.
I can see
What?
that happening.
That counts as an injury, right?
Yeah, but like, did
My one buddy got so mad he like threw the controller at me.
Bounced off.
And you know, it was a friggin' 64 controller too. So
it's like a boomerang.
It's like
Jason,
a fucking ninja
Jason,
star.
if you're listening,
Foo, foo, foo.
Jason, if you're listening, this is about you.
So, I had like one of those really nice aluminum BMX bikes where you could like pick it up with like a finger.
Ooh, a dyno?
No, mine was a Next,
A Next.
and it had like the really cool like this like the real close spokes where they're like
Did it have
1,000
pegs
spokes.
on it and shit?
Huh?
Pegs?
Yeah.
Nice.
So we didn't really have like here. We weren't gonna go into the town to use the jumps. We went behind the funeral home down here, and there's a bunch of like dirt bike jumps. Like,
Oh, nice.
so we're all in there with
Your
all
bike
of us.
is not made for that.
No, but like it was all like shale, like crushed shale, so it was like real packed down and not dirt. So our bikes all ran really nice on it. Like everyone in the neighborhood had BMX bikes. That was the thing.
Yeah.
You know, we all had
Oh,
them.
the fad.
Yeah. So we go down there. We've been going there forever. Like BMXing. The one day, like I got some real balls in me, and I'm like, I'm gonna take this really big one. So I go. Start off this big hill,
That's what she
come
said.
flying down. Yeah, come flying down, loop around, and go to do this jump that came up and just came to a flat. I come up the jump.
Flat, huh?
Yeah, so it literally just I came from a big hill down, around a loop to hit the jump, and I get so fucking high. I'm like, fuck!
In slow motion.
Yeah, literally, I'm like, fuck. So I bail
Oh,
off.
you
Oh, you jumped off the bike.
I
you
bitched and bailed off.
Idiot.
Bailed off. So I try to like bail off and get the bike out from underneath me so I can like kind of like.
Turns out the bike actually landed and kept going.
No. The bike flopped down and then flopped back over into where I was gonna land. I land like just fucking face plant on top of the bike and just like just I get hit with handlebars, I get hit with pegs, and I get hit with the fucking pedals.
But he's like,
There's holes in his body now.
my bike's peg was fully placed in my asshole.
No, it was more like I probably like inserted myself in the peg. Like, I landed on it. Just fucking like, I'm literally probably like if this was ground level, it's probably like as high as the ceiling in the air.
No
and
shit.
Drop on the fucking bike. It hurt.
Oh.
And everyone just comes running. I'm just like, like just out of breath, like just hurt. And I'm just like gonna roll off the bike.
Oh my god.
But like,
Oh fuck.
the same week that happened, our friend Steve lived up the street. Not the same Steve that I've been talking about. We had two Steves on the street. Steve Bussey and Steve Marchetti. Steve
There
Marchetti.
you go again with the government names.
What's
bro.
it matter?
People gotta look these people up and like go, oh, Ed.
Who cares?
And that's the least of my worries.
I'm not even friends.
Facebook
I'm not even friends with
people.
Steve Marchetti anymore. And Steve Bussey's almost never on Facebook. He doesn't care.
No, his name Bussy or Busey?
No, Bussey.
You see?
Gary.
Gary
So,
Busey.
Steve Marchetti shows up with a mountain bike with like the front shocks in the. And he's big. Like, he's probably bigger than Brenden and way shorter. Like, probably like your and my height.
See, I was
Big.
blessed with nice height.
So he's.
That's why I fill out good.
He's like. You fill out like a taller fucking penguin.
You fill
You
out
look
like
like the penguin from Batman, just with long legs.
Really?
Yes.
You feel like a sausage casing.
No, it ain't that bad.
You look like the fucking sausage superhero dude from fucking what is that?
You lost it.
No, I got it. He was a kangaroo cartoon. His best friend was a fucking. The next door neighbors were Mr. and Mrs. Big Head.
Oh,
yeah,
Rocco's
Modern
Modern Life.
Jesus Christ. It was a fucking chore trying to get to that.
Yeah.
Figured you guys could. He was a kangaroo. His best friend was a cow.
He was a fucking wallaby first.
Yeah.
Kangaroo, wallaby, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, they are.
No, it's not.
Wallaby is a classification.
It's a wallaby.
It's a classification of an animal.
He worked at a sex line.
I know he did. So,
did.
where was I?
I don't remember.
We were talking about Brenden. We were making fun of Brendan's weight.
Until he said he fills out.
Yeah, whatever.
Listen,
So,
I'm not that big.
we're taking a group picture. Everyone will see.
Yeah.
And I'm going to punch you in the gut so you're like,
He does fill out very nice.
yeah.
Thank you.
So,
the height is perfect.
Steve Marchetti is going through the jumps on his mountain bike, and he like doesn't do any of the jumps. He just like rolls over them and keeps going. And he can't stop, and like so to get to the jumps, there's like this narrow pass like about this wide that's made of shale with a drain culvert like underneath where like dirty ass water flows underneath. He like comes out. And he's like, all right, see you guys later. He goes like, and you have to go down and back up on this narrow thing that's probably no wider than a piece of paper. Yeah, so you're riding a bike like across. So he's really big and he like falls off. Falls in the fall was like probably like 5 feet into the water. So he like falls in and he's just like, and it was deep. It was probably at least waist deep. So he's just like, throwing his bike up on the bank and like climbing out. It's covered in fucking dirt. You water.
It probably smelled like shit.
He's like, it's like, what's on your ear? It's like, oh, it's a used condom.
I wouldn't be surprised. Because we were only like 14, 15 when we were doing this, like just before Congress. So that's all we did was go there and hang out, listen to music, blah blah blah. It was like beginning of
Smoke some crack?
No, it was a big. Long story short, a younger Steve and I went back there years ago to smoke salvia there, but yeah. Yeah, so like he climbing himself out there, but that's like the same week was I busted myself up fucking trying to take a massive jump.
When you were first telling him falling in there, the first thing that came in my head was Robin Hood Men in Tights. When Little John falls in the creek. He's like, help, I can't swim!
They're like, stand up! Yeah. No, it was pretty funny. You got a third, or are you tapped out?
He's tapped out. I have one more little thing here. When I was 5 years old, my landlord.
Getting with the like
What?
fucking
I'm
really
young.
young.
This is because it makes more sense because I'm stupid.
Please tell me it was at camp.
No, it was not. This was in my house. This was
Do you
in
want
my
to
house.
know why all of his adventures happened like 11 and under? Because that was when his parents actually dragged him to do stuff, and after that, he's just sat in his house like a lump.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
if you want to talk about shit that happened on World of Warcraft, he's the one to talk to.
oh yeah,
I never want to talk about
I
that.
know!
I never want to talk about
I
that.
could tell you some stories. I mean,
He's like, I was there when the Leroy Jenkins thing happened.
I was not actually.
I was 2 years old, and I was playing WoW, and someone
was in
yelled, Leroy
2006 or 7.
Jenkins!
I was playing WoW.
I did play too much of that game.
You still play too
I
much of
haven't
that
played
game.
in months.
That's because you're depressed.
That's usually when I play it. It's like a drug. It's relapse.
Whatever.
All right.
All right, go on with your
5 years
story.
old. What you say? 5 months. 5 years old. I'm in my house. My landlord's there. We have pizza and wings. He's got a little.
Was the mechanic there?
No.
Oh, all right. I was just wondering if he came back.
Little dog. I think it was like a cocker spaniel or something. It was a little dog.
Yeah.
And the dog's eating a chicken wing. I'm 5 years old. I want to pet the dog.
You're not supposed to let dogs eat chicken wings?
Whatever.
Who the fuck
Dogs
Let him have a
eating-
chicken bone.
Who the fuck's the asshole
The
who did
landlord. Okay? The landlord. It was his dog. I wanted to pet the dog. I'm 5 years old. I'm crawling underneath the kitchen table to pet this dog.
that?
Dog
Is this why your face looks like that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just
Dog
gonna keep
is,
asking that
dog
'cause it's
is
funny.
eating this chicken wing, and I go to pet him, and dog does not like to be pet when eating food. Gets me right in the mouth. Right on the mouth.
Yeah.
All right.
You got
So,
alien flytrap
fucking-
red dog.
Mouth is bleeding and shit. I remember having to have a towel held on my face, and we went to the emergency room. Went to Mac Center, and they had to stitch my mouth shut. Not the actual mouth hole, but they had to put.
Can we get the EMTs here tomorrow?
We had to get stitches put around my entire upper part of my mouth. I would not let this needle come near my mouth. They put me in a straitjacket and held me down to this table because I was fighting them so much. They literally
love to
strap
see this
me
happen
down
today.
5 years old, strapped down to a table.
If anyone
It's funny that he wouldn't let the needle near his mouth back then, but now he'll let anything near his mouth.
Come here, big boy.
if there are any EMTs that are listening, can you guys bring like an emery board and fucking strap him down next week? Because I want to see it.
I'm pretty sure I could
And
break
then
anything these days.
Are you the fucking Hulk?
Yes!
No, you're not, and you just like almost blew our mic out.
Oh well.
Like really almost blew our
I'll
mic.
fix that in editing. So.
No, you won't.
I'll fix that in editing.
You don't do any of the posting. You just do the web pages.
Listen, you post on Podbean, but I do the YouTube post and I edit the audio when I do that. So.
Are we recording on YouTube right now?
No, we're gonna start.
He'll give me the raw.
We're gonna start doing a live feed of that.
I've been putting the episodes up on. YouTube
I told you that.
I know.
Anywho.
Nervous.
Why? If you want to be famous, Joe, this is how you gotta do it.
Famous!
Moral of this story is:
Want to
do
see
not
my name in
touch-
lights?
do not touch dogs while they're eating food because some of them do not
Stop
like
telling
that.
us the moral of the story.
Listen, you need to understand things.
Don't you should have taken the advice of Leela in Futurama when she told Fry to end his stories 2 sentences earlier, because that's how yours should be. You're trying to drink your beer, and you're like, just spit it back.
There's no more.
You guys ate all of my peanuts?
Yeah,
I had 1 peanut.
there's half of one in there. Ow! Fuck!
Dick.
Kobe.
So the moral of the story is
No, there's no more. Fuck you.
Yeah, I get it.
Stop.
The moral of this story is...
I got
Don't
2.
do crack.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. I got 2 real quick ones. Brendan, you know this one, and I think
How much you guys hurt yourself?
By the way, if you've never noticed the scars,
I haven't. I don't look at your mouth.
okay. Well, there's one on each side and one in the middle.
The only time I look at your mouth is when I picture putting a gun in it.
Wow. Damn.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
How do you say allegedly? I just said it. So, anyway.
God damn.
Anyway, you guys both might know this. I know you know it. You might. You remember my forge I built? To
Yes.
make knives.
Yep.
Joe, you know of it. So I built this coal forge to make knives. I like to start hobbies and then never go through with them. This is like the one
Note
thing.
to self: we have to get that out this year because I'd like
Yeah,
to.
this is the one hobby that I've gotten together that like took forever, and I actually like followed through on it. Is this podcast?
But, oh, okay.
Yeah, this is podcast. So, the one day I'm over there, I pull the forge out of the garage. It's at my grandparents'. Pull it out of the garage, load it up with coal, throw a little bit of lighter fluid
you do that to
on.
him?
Huh? No, what?
I said, why would you do that to him?
Oh, so I throw some lighter fluid on some newspaper to get the coal
Just
started a
picturing
little
Homer
bit.
right now.
No. Literally like the tiniest little bit. And my grandpa calls me up to the house to like help him with something.
Okay.
Not thinking about that I just threw some lighter fluid on the paper towel and covered it with coal so I could start it. I go up there, it's like maybe 10, 15 minutes I'm up there. So it's run by coal and then forced air up through to give it
It's
air.
a blow dryer.
Yeah,
It's just-
it
it's just a
basically, it is a blow dryer. So, don't think about this at all. All the fumes backfed into my tube, my hose, and it's one of those old accordion dryer hoses that I rigged up. So I light the paper and like bend down to turn on the blow dryer. The hose that it's like the tinfoil hoses, those ones.
Yeah.
Blows up like a firecracker in my face.
Is that why your face looks like
Yes. So it literally blows up in my face so loud my grandma comes running out of the house to see like what just happened. I'm in like I didn't get hurt physically, but I'm like disoriented. I'm like, what's
He
going
literally
on?
had
my tinnitus.
a full head of hair before that happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That was the first thing I actually checked, was not my hair, but my eyebrows. See if my eyebrows got burned off. So I'm like, I'm gonna look like a crazy motherfucker with no eyebrows. But my hearing's gone. I can't hear anything. It's just like exactly just that's all it is for
tinnitus.
for like a minute. And
You're like, I'm deaf.
exactly that's exactly what I said. I'm like, well, this is my life now.
You're like, I might as well learn.
I'm like, this is my life now. And finally the hearing like slowly comes back. And that's when my grandma was like standing on the deck and she's like waving. And I'm like, I'm okay. Like, I'm okay.
And that was the last time they'll ever let him in their garage.
No. But like now, like that was probably like 2.5 years ago. Now I'm noticing like the hearing loss that I actually lost from that. Like
jeez.
a lot of times when Kate would talk or when Bryson would say stuff, I could hear an audible noise, but I can't distinguish what they say.
Oh, that's just selective hearing. I do that all the time.
No, it's not, because I will be looking at them and it's like Charlie Brown, like wah 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 wah. Like it's fucking, it's horrible.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was bad.
I want to get those checked.
It's whatever.
Oh, okay.
I'm almost 30 years old. What do I got? Another couple years? I'm good to go. So
Yeah.
my
He's gonna
next
end up shooting himself.
yeah. Murder suicide. I killed Brenden, then I killed myself.
Yeah, that's just gonna be... You want to join in on it? Okay, go
I
ahead.
never
No,
had,
I
I didn't have anything to do with it.
I like
Oh, me and a triple.
I like Joe too much to kill him. So my last story of the night.
Another?
Yeah.
You guys get hurt way too much,
This
man.
is like this
Because
is
we're fat and we're bad at
no,
this
this is
shit.
encompassing like years of childhood. And
Yeah,
adulthood.
I'm 29, so 29 years of shit could happen.
Yeah.
But I feel like your stories
This
were
one-
like in a... Just between the age of 5 and like
11.
11.
Yeah.
Because a lot of shit happened at such a
mine
young
were all,
age.
the ones I've told so far were everything from like 14 to like 21.
To 2 years ago.
No, 14 to 20. Well, yeah, the last one was like 2 years ago. So, besides that one, but this one goes back to like I'm 6 or 7, and my dad lived up in Holland at the time, and me and my stepbrother decided we were gonna make a fort out of like blankets and stuff, like like you do when you're a kid.
Right.
So we had bunk beds at the time, so we hook up like a blanket hanging down over onto like the nightstand, and like we had like a lamp holding up the one other end, and like to hold it on the nightstand we put like this plastic garden fox or plaster garden fox, not plastic, plaster, and like I get underneath, he's like on the bed like in the fort, and I'm on the floor on the fort, and like I go to like readjust it, and the fox just boom right up my face. And it was like, it wasn't a solid one, but it's like it's hollow, but it's still heavy. Smashes me right in the nose and breaks my nose.
Shit.
I'm just pissing blood out my nose, and I'm crying. I'm 7. My dad comes in and he's like, like my nose, and he's like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. Fucking puts like frozen bacon on my face. Just like,
Is that why your face looks like that?
you can't use that. I use it for him.
A little addition to your fort story. This is an injury story. This is a fort story. If my dad ever heard about this, he'd probably kill me. So, when I was little, I had a little dog, Italian Greyhound. You know, they're fairly quick dogs.
A little dog.
She's little. They're little.
Okay.
Miniature Greyhound, but they're still pretty quick. They
Okay.
maybe half the speed of a Greyhound, but faster than most little dogs.
This buses goes pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
You didn't hear what I said.
I heard the bus. Yes.
Okay.
So I brought her name was Nikki. I brought her to my friend Tim's house, which was
No, Nikki's dead and she was fired.
yes. No, the dog's name was Nikki. But anywho,
She died in the worst way.
She's feeling a little sick.
She died by getting fired.
I bring her to my friend's house, who's maybe, I want to say, 10 houses down the street. And we're building a fort in the backyard with pallets and everything. And we have Nikki inside the fort while we're building it. And I thought I had her chained up to something. But I heard just something fall. And I look. And this area where there was
I feel like 90% of your stories come from your utter incompetence.
Yes, pretty much. I heard something fall, and I look, and
it's
what
the
was
acid
supposed
of the
to
dog.
No, she didn't get squished. What was supposed to be the window, we used like a rake head as a window in this fort. It was a nice fort. It was pretty big. It
rake
like,
head. Like,
yeah,
are we
yeah,
talking like a gravel rake or like a leaf rake?
Leaf rake. So
you use that as a
plastic.
window.
Yeah, it was like whatever. So it was the window. Well, the window fell out.
Were you on the island with Skipper and fucking...
Yes. Very creative. I can make anything out of a coconut. All right?
You are a coconut.
Yeah. So I look in the window. I see Nikki. She's looking at me. She fucking jumps out and darts down the street. Fucking... I'm running at the fastest...
First car.
Listen. No. I'm running the fastest I possibly can.
So you're brisk walk.
No, I was hauling asses like, and I'm still heavy as a kid. I'm going as fast as I fucking can, and she's just gone, like running down the road to my house. Thankfully, she was going there and not somewhere else, because I thought she was gonna just take off in any direction.
She's like,
and I'm stopping cars.
She's like, I'm out of this shoddy fort building.
She's running
shit, and I'm going back to my real house.
Bullshit windows.
Bullshit rake
windows.
She's running as fast as she fucking... I'm stopping cars in the middle of the road. I'm like, no, stop! I'm running. I'm fucking, like, dying. Thank God my sister was walking up the street to come get me for dinner or something, and she got Nikki. She ran right to her, and she fucking grabbed her. And, dude,
and
my
then
heart...
she grabbed the
fucking,
dog and beat you with her.
Listen, my dad is a very intimidating man, so as a kid, like, I was always afraid of anything... fucking up anything or doing anything wrong.
I never tell you where I got these scars.
I never tell you where I got these scars.
God.
See, my dad wasn't.
I don't think I've ever seen a picture of your dad, but I can't imagine him being any more intimidating than you.
Well, when I was younger, he was bigger than me, so makes sense.
Until what, the age of 2?
He's still intimidating. I don't fuck with my dad. So
I screw with my dad all the time.
Like, basically, we didn't talk. We had a very, like, he's the head of the house, don't fuck her up, don't do anything wrong, type of shit, or you're getting beat. So, he never found out about this story. But, thank God.
Joe's face! Joe just is like, holy shit, are we going to start talking about how Brenden got beat as a kid?
Well, I was raised right, so.
I was raised right.
Yes!
I thought that.
I'm not saying beat the shit out of your kids. I'm saying proper discipline is what kids need these days.
Did you have bad stories during Ren and Stimpy time too?
Why do you think I do it so well?
Oh my god.
So yeah.
Your dad doesn't know that you almost lost a dog.
Exactly.
You didn't lose a dog,
Dude,
so there's no reason to tell you
yes.
that.
But the point is, I was shitting my pants while running, trying to catch my dog.
Did you
she was
literally
gonna get...
shit your pants?
No, I didn't.
Alright, that would have made the story so much better.
The moral of the story is...
The moral of the story is you're going to get a vape heaved at your face.
The moral of the story is...
there's no moral. Like, I don't
make
have moral.
better windows.
Make better windows to your
moral of the
fort.
story is Brenden should not be allowed to take any other living creature besides himself out of a house.
Yes. Especially children.
He's barely responsible enough for himself. Alright, guys, we are going to wrap this one up. This is episode 4 in the books. Best/worst injuries, fuck-up stories, apparently, incompetence. I don't know what you want to call it.
Well, I mean, I'm the competent one here, so...
Alright, that's it. That's in the books. Are we... Anything we got to say?
Good.
Alright, we're still coming soon to you live on YouTube. Probably, I want to say next week. I'd like to get together tomorrow and try and do that when we hang out here.
That's not going to happen.
Okay, then that's not going to happen. Wrong! Alright, guys, well, we will see you next week.
See you next time.